Rachel, Jessica, oh, how are you? Who is this guy? Who's this weirdo? An apprentice guy. I wanted to help, but I was scared, so I was just hiding in the background the whole time and let Pikachu save the day.
Great.
Well, at least you're safe. Yeah, I don't really see anything else. I mean, maybe we could go inside this building?
Mm-hmm.
Nope, doesn't look like we can go inside the building. Let's just talk to the women.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm fine too. But they stole something really important.
That's not good. That's not good. Okay, so the villain's with Unitas. Stole the research. I guess Jessica's been keeping that secret research on her person for years. What do you know about Unitas? You already heard about them, right? We know they were bribing the culprit in the previous case. That's about all we know. Yeah, does your mom have something to do with this, Rachel? No, your mom's dead, right? Could be Murloc. Yeah, something's behind this. So what did Unitas steal? Research data from Rachel's mom. Oh, on a thumb drive. Okay. Way for humans to take control of Pokemon consciousness. It's those cubes, right? Somebody must have stolen her research. Jessica, yeah, you really should have destroyed it.
What do you think, Tim? Jessica sure gave us a lot to consider, huh?
No kidding.
So, she was attacked by people who were after Emma's research data.
And they called themselves Unitas, the same name as Emma's project. Which means, if we head to the lab...
My thoughts exactly. This mystery's been twisty, but I think we're starting to get it.
You're right. I suspect that...
Wait, Tim. Just a second. I'd like to back up our theory a bit more before we go and get too excited.
How?
We'll start tomorrow morning by organizing all the information we've collected up to now. This view of the bamboo forest is reminding me of Harry all over again.
Did you and my dad come out this way too?
Sure did. This is where me and Harry faced down a rampaging Lairod together. Good times.
That's wild to think about. You and my dad were right here, huh?
Yeah, and it wasn't a cakewalk, let me tell you. Yeah.
That's right, we still have Pikachu's faulty memory to deal with, too. Oh man, can we really solve this case if Pikachu's faulty memory is causing problems? I don't know. Alright, so Harry could not understand what Pikachu said back then. Bad guys ran away. That's when Larian attacked. Laren, sorry. It must have been R. Yeah, that's when Harry first found R. No, and there's Pikachu having one of Harry's memories again. So we've got another weird story. Let's see if we can figure out what's weird about the weird story. Let's deduce. The weird part is Pikachu he says he tried to talk to these guys. At the same time, he says, well, humans can't understand me. Wait, that was wrong? What? 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 No, it is weird he tried to talk to those men. I guess the weird part is he did talk to those men. You know, those two pictures look exactly the same. I mean, they look very similar.
Oh!
I'm the only one who understands what Pikachu says, so how could he talk to those guys?
Pikachu, can I have a word with you?
Have a word? What's this about, Tim?
If you don't mind, I'd like to talk to you in private.
In that case, let's chat in there.
Nobody can understand what you say to Pikachu anyway, Tim. Oh, I mean, they can hear you. You're speaking English, but, like, nobody understands what Pikachu's saying. And it seems dangerous to leave the women alone
what's so important that we need to talk alone? Oh, do you need relationship advice?
Yeah, you wish. Ever since we got to this area, you've been acting really strange.
You think so? I guess all those memories rushing back jumbled my brain.
Well, let's start unjumbling it then.
Sounds good to me. Where should we start?
Okay, let's go in chronological order. When my dad came here, do you remember the first thing he did?
Well, Harry came here to investigate the Berserk Pokemon incident. But the gate to the bamboo forest was locked, so I had to borrow the key. After that, we had our fateful encounter.
Huh. Don't you find that a little unusual?
Alright, so this is sort of what we've had at the end of every case so far. Like, we've had to confront the culprit and select the evidence, which proves the culprit's guilty. This time we're just checking out what's the weird parts of Pikachu's story. And I have to say, it's kind of funny that Pikachu's like, oh, you want some relationship advice? You need some help with Rachel? Yeah, I can help you ask her out on a date. Sure, I know all about girls. Okay, so Pikachu says he borrowed the key, but no, it's actually Harry who did that, not Pikachu. That's the problem with Pikachu's testimony.
You never met my dad before you crossed paths in the bamboo forest, right?
Yep, that's right.
In that case, don't you think it's strange? I mean, how could you even know about what happened before you met my dad?
Huh? Now that you mention it, that is strange. Maybe I heard from Harry?
After that, you helped Pancham in the bamboo forest?
Yeah. I was by his side the whole time, protecting him until his injury got better. Tracking down the medicine was tough.
But how is that possible?
That's another contradiction. Pikachu says he was with Pancham the whole time. So then, how was he able to go look for medicine? Again, that's something Harry did, not Pikachu.
Pikachu, that doesn't make sense. If you were with Pancham the whole time, you couldn't have gone looking for medicine.
Huh? I could have sworn I stayed with him. Maybe I left once to go look around for some medicine?
After Pancham recovered, do you remember what happened next?
Yeah. I heard a Pokemon roar from somewhere way off in the forest. I saw some Pokemon fleeing, so I figured there was something beyond the boulder.
And then what?
I climbed the boulder and continued on. And then I followed Harry and climbed the boulder too?
Just as I thought. Your memories have gotten all mixed up.
Yeah, Pikachu did not climb the same boulder twice.
Pikachu. If what you said is correct, wouldn't that mean you climbed the boulder twice?
That's what I said, but... maybe I got mixed up because I saw Harry climb it?
As you went deeper into the bamboo forest, what did you find?
I came across a suspicious duo with a lair on. And I remember calling out to them. I shouted something like, "Excuse me, what are you doing here?" They tried to play dumb, and then the Lairon suddenly came charging at us.
Wait a second. That doesn't make sense.
Alright, so this is not the most exciting culprit confrontation, because we're basically just rehashing all this information. But hey, you know, at least we get to hear Pikachu and Tim talk, so that makes it a little bit interesting. So Pikachu said he could talk to them. Does that mean they understand Pikachu?
That suspicious duo. Isn't it strange that they could understand what you were saying?
Yeah, I guess you have a point. Maybe Harry said it for me?
So, the two of you escaped from danger and decided to become partners. That's when you received the hat, right?
Yeah. I gave this hat to Pikachu as a gift. And Harry put it on my head?
So Pikachu has both memories? This is weird. That's weird.
Pikachu, you say you got the hat from my dad, but you also gave it to Pikachu?
That's right. How strange. I'm starting to remember more. This whole thing started with that car accident. I remember driving my car that day with my partner, Pikachu. Suddenly, the brakes failed and we crashed in a valley. And then I got thrown out of the car. Everything started to fade, and I blacked out. All I remember is Pikachu desperately crying for help. But, of course, these memories up to that point were Harry's.
What is the matter? You do not appear to be injured. It is too late for him. He is fading as we speak. You would go that far? I will need your physical form to save him. Even I cannot say for certain what will happen. Knowing this, do you still wish to save him? Very well. However, I have one condition. My cells are being used by some humans for nefarious ends. I want you to retrieve them for me. The fate of this human rests in the strength of your bond with him. Now.
Anyway, that's what went down between me and Mewtwo.
It sounds to me like Dad and Pikachu had a really strong bond.
Yeah. By the way, Tim, don't you want to know what me and Mewtwo talked about after the ER incident?
Huh? You remember what happened then, too?
Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. Crystal clear.
Wow, Pikachu's just remembering everything. All the most important things.
After we solved the R case, I went out to that alley to meet up with Mewtwo. Here you are, just like I promised you.
Indeed. Thank you.
So, that means it's my turn now.
Before we proceed, there is something we must discuss.
Oh yeah? Don't tell me you can't do it now.
Right now, Pikachu's consciousness and your human consciousness coexist within you. It is a miracle that this balance has endured as long as it has. I can only imagine that your trust in one another has made this possible. If I were to forcibly separate the two...
You're saying you can't guarantee that I'd survive that?
Correct. I would say you have a 50% chance of survival. We don't have much time. Have you decided on which one to choose?
Yeah, I've made up my mind. I'll take my chances with that 50%.
So be it.
Hey, wait a second! When you say I might not survive, do you mean just me, or Pikachu too?
Your fate and Pikachu's are inextricably intertwined.
Then I can't afford to leave this up to chance. Sorry, can you wait before making me human again? Please. I'm sure Tim will figure something out. Besides, I'd like to be here and watch him grow up. I'm sorry, Tim. Can't come home just yet.
Very well. However, because you used a move earlier, you are now in a precarious situation. If your human consciousness remains this strong, Pikachu's will disappear.
Then, what can I do?
I will restore the balance between your consciousnesses, and you will forget what you now remember.
Amnesia again? Hey, wait! If you do that, how am I supposed to tell Tim I'm...
All this time I've been looking for my dad. And all along, you've been right beside me.
I'm sorry. I should have realized it sooner.
You think that's why we could understand each other?
Yeah, that really should have been our biggest clue, huh? After all, you're my own flesh and blood. You've really grown up, Tim. You finally found me. Thank you.
We solved the mystery. We figured it out.
So,
Harry is really...
what do I call you now? Should I call you Dad?
Huh?
I mean, you're my dad, but you're a Pikachu too.
Yeah, it'd be weird if someone overheard you. Pikachu is fine for now.
Huh?
Just until I'm back to normal.
Yeah, sounds good, I mean, Pikachu.
I'd better get back to normal soon, for everyone's sake.
Thanks to my dad's strong bond with Pikachu, Mewtwo was able to save his life. But our work isn't finished just yet. The name of Emma's project was Unitas, the same name as the organization. We need to investigate the Unity Lab next.
So this is great. We solved the mystery. We figured out what happened to Harry. Finally. So Harry and Pikachu are just sort of living in the same Pikachu body, thanks to Mewtwo. But how can we separate them? Hopefully, investigating Unitas will give us the solution. It will give us a way to separate Harry from Pikachu and have them both survive.